Good evening, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Monday night market webcast. Okay, daily chart, and you can see that the bulls are just slowly but surely trying to break out of this range. They held everything they had to hold today, whether it was weekly pivot, 2800, the 9-day, the 50-day. They had a very good day, just slowly bleeding price to the upside. You had a little bit of a very brief down push off the open. Didn't trade particularly smoothly today. It was very choppy at the inflections. And at those inflections, the bears were good enough just to make you doubt the ability of the tape to head higher, which is what makes, whether you want to call it a trend day or not, it's what makes them so damn difficult to trade. So we got our 4 handles today. I struggled all day. I did 6.5 handles today. So I'm not, I'm always the first one to say when I'm not seeing it well. Last couple days, I haven't really seen it very well. I'm due for that, but I haven't seen it real well, at least with the trading. The risk markers we put out were very good, but the actual trading of it didn't go very good. So we ended the day on a really good one, though. We were long. The 64.5 area for that nice push up into the close. So the 28.85 from back on April the 16th is open. They tried here. They did 81 quarter, but that remains open, and you can see the Bollinger Bands are starting to narrow here on the hourly chart because, like I said, today was just a slow bleed to the upside. They've come in and they've tested 63 a couple of times. That was actually our marker from this afternoon, so that area is held. If they can make a higher high, I wouldn't be surprised if I woke up to something with a 29 in front of it, if they can pull that off. What do the bears need to do? Well, I have been saying that they are all noise above 27.17. And I mean, you lose track of it. 27.17, that's way back here now. They've gone ahead and laid down for 150 handles. And you can see the news flow now, whether it's justified or not justified, isn't for any of us to say. But the news flow makes it a lot more comfortable for people to be long this tape. There's a lot more talk about pivoting the country towards being reopened in some fashion, okay, versus we have to hunker down for a period of months going on years, and a lot of that stuff that we were hearing a week or 2 weeks ago. That's kind of fading. Like I said, whether it's justified or not, whether it's correct or not, that's not for you or I to say. We are mere traders, and the takeaway from that is it's put a bid under this market. And in the absence of negative news, in the absence of any news, this tape, like just about every tape for the last 10, 12 years, wants to go higher. And you have to respect that. Otherwise, you're going to spend your days fighting price, and they're going to be a heck of a lot harder than they need to be versus going with the flow. So, you ask me what do the bears need to do? Well, converting the hourly midband to anything but pure, complete, and absolute support would be helpful, considering the last time we touched it was Friday at about 5 in the morning. Getting back below it or even trading below it would be a little bit of an accomplishment at this point. A solid golf clap for sure. But if they can convert it and go down and deal with the daily pivot, then at least they can take a look at the 28.40, 28.30, 28.20 area, maybe. But absent some kind of news that is going to turn this market downward, it's going to be a very difficult road to hoe. Very difficult. And that doesn't mean I'm all bulled up. If I was all bulled up, I would have had a better day than I had today. That's for sure. I have a lot less problems with the bulls than I did earlier today now that they've gone ahead and they've taken out some of these areas. They had a hard time executing in and around 2800 to 2820. They defended that area off the Sunday open, which is what they needed to do, and they've looked very good since. Little choppy for my taste, but you know, what do I know? So as we head into tonight, that's the key. It's 85 versus the hourly midband at 60. And considering we've already been down to 63 twice and it's held, it's going to take a lot to break that 63. So let's take a quick look the 5-minute chart. All right, so here's your 5-minute chart. Again, the push to 81 quarter in and around the close today. And then you've got volume weighted average price here. So you had a look here, right here, 62.75, back again, 63. So that's your, you know, you can just draw that and you can put a big line down there and label it support, because it's support until it's not. As far as resistance goes, you got a higher high here. You really need to hold the 5-minute midband here, worst case at 69 and change. If you can do that and make a higher high, opens up 81. Higher high over 81 opens 85, and then you start talking about stuff with 29s on it. The best way for the bears to have a good night is to convert the proprietary moving average here and volume weighted average price. All that comes in at 68, and then you can push down to 60. 60, 61, this red line is your hourly mid-band. Remember we said, since 5 a.m. on Friday, hasn't been above it. So find your car keys and get down here, and if you can convert it, then at least you can have a conversation about going back to where we were trading this morning, which is down at 43.75. Other than that, I mean, the bears are just a passenger on this little train to the upside that's just going to drip, drip, drip up as far as it needs to go until some news knocks it down. That's just reality. All right. Everybody have a fantastic night. I'll be back in the morning with a webcast. If you haven't signed up for our webinar tomorrow after the close, 4:30, on consistency in trading, please do so. There's a post. There is a link to sign up on this post. If you didn't catch the webinar that we released over the weekend on trading the morning turn, check that out. I've gotten a lot of good reviews on that. I think you'll enjoy it. Take care. Be safe. Be healthy. Trade them well. I'll talk to you first thing in the morning. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.